What's up, everybody? Today's video, I'd like to talk about taking a break with your taper. And for me, I've been tapering Suboxone for this past 12 months, and I've had plenty of times where I was really struggling emotionally. And I feel like, especially when you start your taper to your next dose, for the first few days when your body is trying to get used to that dose, you're in I would call it a slight depression. It's probably kind of the best way to explain it for me. It could be something different for you, but if somebody normal's baseline's emotions are right here, you'll be like right here for those first few days as Suboxone is trying, your new lower dose is trying to um, get used to, your body's trying to get used to the new lower dose. So several times in my taper, I've done this, where, say for instance, you had a birthday party, or your family was coming in town, or you just needed a break from kicking ass in your taper. If you've been doing good, in life I like to follow kind of like an 80-20 rule. Try to kick ass and progress at things 80% of the time, and then the other 20% of the time, drink your alcohol if that's your thing, or get yourself a dessert or a cookie or whatever. 80% of the time try to eat healthy. The other 20% of the time, have your cake and ice cream. You gotta have some sort of balance to your life, or else you'll drive yourself crazy. And you can do that in your opiate taper. If you are just constantly hammering down, you're gonna in your head, you're gonna feel like this is just how life is. You're gonna kind of forget about the normalcy that life and the beauty that life has to offer, because you're constantly in a deficit in your brain chemicals. Your dopamine, serotonin, whatever the hell is depleted from opiate use. So I just want to make a quick video today, and be careful with this though. You need to monitor your dose. So just a couple examples with a couple different doses. This is not medical advice. I'm not a doctor. But if I was, let's say, if I was tapered down to 2 milligrams, and that was a dose that I knew I'd be comfortable and I'd have a good day at. Where was I going with this? So you're comfortable at 2 milligrams. So your next dose below 2 milligrams on your taper would be 1.5 milligrams. So you're taking 1.5 milligrams for 2 or 3 days. You're still kind of struggling. And your family's coming to celebrate your birthday the next day. Just jump back up to that 2 milligrams, and you're gonna have a great freaking day when you jump just a little bit up. Now, don't go freaking taking 8 milligrams, 6 milligrams, 4 milligrams. You'll be sick. You'll be high. You'll be probably puking if you're that used to that low of a dose. So just take, the dose that you're comfortable with. Just take that dose, and then get right back to the taper a day or two later. But try, no matter what, if you can, not to stay on that higher dose, because then you're going to be going the wrong way with your taper. You can take, in that scenario, you could take the 2 milligrams for maybe the weekend, Friday and Saturday night, and then get right back to 1.5 milligrams the next day, or, you guys can, I'm kind of flustered here, trying to think of like different dosing, but with that dose I just gave you, you can get an idea. If you have been if you're comfortable with taking 8 milligrams, and in your taper you just recently started taking 6 milligrams a day, and you're feeling a little off, feeling a little depressed, sad, whatever, it's okay. Just go back to the 8 milligrams for those 2 days, and feel normal and have a good time with your family, or the event, or whatever it is that you needed to be good through. And then just get right back to your taper on Monday. Don't guilt yourself about it, But the worst thing you can do is to say, well, I'm just going to stay back here at this dose, and then you stay back at 8, and then you start going up from there. It's like it can get out of hand really quick. So just make sure you jump right back on with it, and before you know it, you'll be down to the low dose that I am, or even off. So that's all I really wanted to say today, guys. I hope you're having a great day, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.